Mm. What's going on, everybody? Everybody having a good day? This is my last day before I have to go back to work, so I wanted to come and hang out with you a little bit. Hmm. Is anybody in there? Hello? How's everybody doing out there today? Hey, Drago, how's it going? Oh, God, I'm getting old. Hello, Alex. How are you today? It's going okay. It's my last day off work before I have to go back, so I was getting ready to make a video and I decided I'd go live and hang out with you for a little while. Hello, doggy. How are you? My name's John. I'm doing all right. I was getting ready to make a video and I figured I'd do a live and hang out for a while. I am 46. Yes, I know I look much older. I feel much older than 66. Yeah, I hate having to go back to work, but uh, after having 2 weeks off, it always makes it hard to go back. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? My full-time job, I work in the weld department at a real big lawnmower company in town. I won't say their name on here, but I see a lot of green all day long. The channel, if you don't know, is a woodworking channel. I'm in Northeast Tennessee. Come on, guys, we got 11 people in here. Let's talk. Where are you from, doggy? Hey, Kevin, how's it going? That's cool. I'd love to come visit Denmark sometime. Hey, I was getting ready to do a video, Kevin, and I figured since this was my last day off work, I'd hop on and do a live and hang out with you for a little bit. Get enough people in here, we might do a little quick build. Hmm, that is a good question. Hmm, I really don't know what I'm most proud of. I guess the mailbox is probably my favorite one. I made a little house-shaped mailbox. When springtime rolls around, I do bluebird houses and carpenter bee traps. I've not really got into selling a whole lot of stuff yet, but those two things I always sell during the spring and summer. So I always try to make sure I get some built. No, it was like in the high 40s today. We've not got any snow yet. Not for a while anyway. Yeah, Kevin, they do. You got to tell people to cover up the holes that the carpenter bees are currently using. But even if you don't cover them up, they still work. I had one left over that I hung up on my porch. Just the reason I didn't sell it is because it had a big knot hole in it. So I just hung it up on my porch. I didn't cover any other holes up or anything. And I had 6 or 7, and I had 2 or 3 waspers in it too. Yeah, it's been pretty nice the past couple of days here. 3 inches of snow would get me out of work tomorrow. That would be nice. I saw that California's got a winter storm warning in effect in the higher elevations from 10 inches to 3 feet, depending on how high up you are. We don't get a whole lot of snow. I feel like when I was a kid, we used to get more snow, but the more that I think about it, I don't know that that's true. It just seemed like it meant more because we got out of school when it snowed. What is my favorite tool? I guess my miter saw is my favorite tool. It definitely gets used more than anything else. I'm starting to like this bandsaw pretty good too. I've been playing around with it some while I've been live, just trying to get used to using one again. I hadn't used one in 25 years. The most convenient? Hmm. I guess I'll have to stick with the miter saw on that one. I mean, if I had the money to upgrade my saw, it would be even better. The most annoying to use is any kind of sander, especially the palm sander. Just because I don't like sanding stuff, period. It takes too long. But if you don't sand your projects, they don't look nice. I don't know, I might take that back. I think that might be my favorite build. My little jack-o'-lantern. I hadn't even thought about it. I don't know, battery operated one is. If that'll burn bright enough or not. Yeah, you can see it a little bit, can't you? So that's probably my favorite one so far. But this is the carpenter bee traps. They just hang up and you cover up. I don't know if you know what a carpenter bee is, but they dig holes in your porch and your side of your house and everything. And if you cover up all of their holes and hang one of these up, they will go into it. And when they go up in there, it's at an angle, so all they can see is the light from down here, and they will keep going until they get down in the jar, and then they can't get back out. The most expensive tool I have bought has been my brad nailer. I mean, My table saw and miter saw come as a deal for $70 used. I mean, they're not great, but they work good, so can't complain about it. The brad nailer's the most expensive thing I paid for, which I caught it at Harbor Freight on one of those buy the battery and the charger and get the tool free sale. It was like $89.99, I think, at the time. Hmm. The broom. The broom is definitely the hardest to use. Nah, seriously, I'll go with the jigsaw on that just because I'm not good at cutting shapes. Somebody posted a video somewhere that said they spend 10 minutes a day cleaning at the end of the day cleaning the shop, and when they in the day, if they don't do that 10 minutes, they add it to the 10 minutes of the next day. And they said that tomorrow they had to do 3 weeks worth of cleaning. And I said, only 3 weeks? Hell, I'm like months behind. Yeah, I mean, everything has its own quirks and stuff like that. I mean, the brad nailer, if you have to nail into bevels or something like that, it gets a bit complicated because you can run hell on a straight edge. You can run one through if you ain't careful. But I'll definitely still go with the broom. Is definitely my least favorite anyway. I don't go hardest to use, but one I like the least. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it. Looks like it's just me and you in here, so go for it. I don't know, what do you call a man with a rubber toe? That was a pretty good one there. That's funny. I like corny little jokes like that. They always make me giggle. I was expecting a much worse answer. I just didn't know what it was going to be. I don't know. What does he say? That's what I would say to him, definitely. Hmm. That was a good one. Damn it. That's the games. Oh crap. Yeah, I guess it is pretty late over there. Have a good one, doggy. Thanks for stopping in. Stop by anytime. Oh, I hate going back to work after having 2 weeks off. Kills me. Right now, I'm not really working on anything at the moment. I need to be. Hmm. I'm going to play around with trying to make a bandsaw box this week, and depending upon how much success I have for that, if I do good, I'm going to make one out of this piece of mahogany, at least part of it, just a small box about like that, and do a giveaway to one of you guys. Of course, that all depends on how well the work actually goes, but I price them at 10, but if somebody buys more than one, I let them go for 8. Which I believe I could price them at 12 and they would still go. And I've had return customers on them, so. Year before last was the first year I had sold them, and then last year one lady got back in touch with me and said, "Can I get some more of those? My son needs some." And I told him I'd see if he still did them. And I'm like, "Yep, I've got some ready to go." Around here where I live, you can't get near as much for stuff as you could somewhere else. Like if I were in, say, I don't know, Nashville or something like that, I could probably get 15, 12 to 15 easy for him. I believe I could get 12 here, but that seems to be what everybody else is priced at, and I'm trying to stay just a tad bit and under. I try to make sure mine look better. Have you seen the ones they sell at Lowe's and Tractor Supply and stuff that they're really just like a box and made out of, I guess, cedar fence pickets that have been sanded down, but they got plexiglass in the bottom of them. Those are priced about $10 or $12, and nobody likes them near as much as they like mine. That first year I sold them, I mean, I couldn't keep up with them. I mean, I've seen them before, and then one of my customers said something. She said, "Oh, I love these so much more than I do those they sell at Lowe's." And I went in there and looked and seen what she was talking about. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd like them better too." I mean, it's just a 4x4, a jar, and a little bit of hardware, so. Get like 12 or 13 out of a 4x4s. So they don't cost much at all to make, really. The jars are the most expensive thing, and they're not too bad yet. I did. There's a video on it. I think it's the thumbnail that has green coloring in it, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I done a build on those. I've done one on everything I sell, I think. I am going to try the bat houses this year too. I mean, I've done prototypes on them and I've got it figured out how to build them now. I need to actually make a nice looking one to take a picture of. If you've got a table saw, it don't take no time at all, really. Just set it at your angle and set your fence and just slide through the top corners, and it don't take no time at all. I just do that because it's more aesthetically pleasing to me. I mean, really, it doesn't affect how it works at all. I just try to make stuff look a little bit better if I can. Because I've got a little Amish store about a mile and a half up the road here, and they've got birdhouses and stuff like that too. So I've got to try to stay competitive with them if I can. Now, if I sell them for $5 a piece, I probably wouldn't do that. But pricing them at 10 and taking 8 if they buy more than one, yeah, that's worth cutting the corners off. I mean, really. Now, if I was doing it, if I didn't have my table saw, I probably wouldn't do that because that would be a pain in the ass. But I've even got a mark on my miter saw where I cut them off at, so I just stick the board up there and start cutting. Move up to the mark, cut again. That's definitely the thing I've made the most of. But that first year I sold them, I couldn't keep up. I mean, I could have three, and I could sell three, and that would be enough to give me the money to go buy what I needed to make another. I think I figured it was 12, or it might have been 13 out of a 4x4. I'd have to go back and look at my instructions, which I think are upstairs. I couldn't make a living on those, but I mean, hell, $10 here, $10 there. That adds up after a while. Hmm. I definitely have to get my shop out of the basement and somewhere that's not as damp. I've got all kinds of stencils and stuff to play with this year. Yeah, it won't take but one or two people for them to get an infestation for people to understand what they do. Because I had a guy this past year, this past summer, said that he had just finished building a brand new deck like 2 or 3 months before he come and got some from him. He said they already had it eat all the pieces. I told him, however many you get, just space them out evenly along the edge of your porch or near where their holes are, and cover up their holes with a piece of tape or stuff something in it, and they'll go up in it. All right, Kevin, you have a good one, buddy. Where is everybody? Oh, I know where everybody is. Daniel's live. Well, hey, Alex, how's it going? Hmm. Good, good, good. Hmm. I don't think a 4x4 will fit under my bandsaw. Yep. Yep. That piece of mahogany you can fit under it. Yes. Okay. What's everybody doing tonight? Everybody staying out of trouble? Let's see, what could I make tonight? Got to do a glue up, but I don't want to since the heater tore up. Okay, have a good night, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. Well, ain't nobody in here at all. Hello, is anybody in there? Nope. I do have something that I need to build though, but I'll have to get to that next week. I can get stuff moved around. Well, nobody's in here, so I guess I might as well go ahead and do a build video of some kind. Hmm. Well, I guess that could be an idea. Well, I ain't never had this hard of a time getting people to watch it live. Come on now. Hold that, pull it out. Damn it. There we go. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Whoever's out there. Think we'll build a little bit. Maybe if I build, people will come in and talk. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Here. Get you up here with good stuff. Okay. Drill. Hello, everybody who's watching. I can't see the chat right now, so I'll say hi because I know there's people out there, surely. Where is my... There it is. You have a miter saw and you're cutting really long pieces, make you a little stand like that to sitting under it to help balance it out some. Where'd my tape measure go? Nobody yet, okay. Hey, Kevin, how's it going, buddy? There wasn't nobody to talk to, so I just went ahead and figured I'd start building something. I'd say Daniel or somebody's live's the reason nobody's in here, but sorry, I know that was loud. Fighting the flu, that ain't no good. I hear women say stuff about us having the man flu and being big babies, but what they don't seem to understand, by the time we tell anybody that we are sick, we've been sick for a week. Damn, I can keep up with shit. Yeah, well, I can't compete with him, but I'm going to do a live anyway, damn it. It's the last day before I have to go back to work. I'm hanging out with you. There's a middle one actually. Mark that one. Watch your ears, guys. This will be loud. I have the hardest time waiting for my blade to stop when I'm using the miter saw. Yeah, having the flu is no good. I had some kind of virus earlier in the year, or late last year, whatever you want to call it, earlier in the winter. And I'll tell you what, it about killed me. me see if that's gonna be big enough or if I'm gonna have to make a glue up. How about if I do it this way instead? Huh. Alright. What's the inside? What does it measure? I guess it measures whatever the fence measures. 5.5. I'm making something that's going to hang on the headboard of the bed. It's just going to have some little wooden hook that comes over the top of the headboard to hang behind it. That way my fiance can keep things like her diabetes tester and a couple other small things in it. So I think that'll be plenty big enough for that. I really do. Cheers, guys. It turned the right way. How do I want the bottom to work? Do I want it to come out down here or? Did I really cut that a little bit short? Oh, God, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had that turned off. Oh, well, since nobody ain't here, I might just go live later. I'll do a video. Whoever's still out there, have a good night.